Monday lunchtime and a big game tonight, which is live on talkSPORT. West Ham hosting Wolves tonight, live and exclusive on talkSPORT. And a man who knows all about a match like this, former West Ham manager Slaven Bilic, former West Ham player, of course, as well, is in studio with Simon, myself, and Martin Keown. So many people getting in touch, Slav, because you are in here. Ask Slaven about his time, Jim, at West Brom. Did he enjoy the club? Did he like the clubs? Does he still have a fondness for the football club?
West Brom?
Yeah.
Yeah, big time. Yeah. It's a big club. It's very, very, it's not the biggest, of course, but it means a lot to the community, the whole community. West Brom is also proper football club. We had a really good season. We got promoted from Championship to Premier League, and I loved it, to be fair. I loved it.
Many West Ham fans get in touch, Slaven. West Ham fans all over the place here. Can you ask Slaven, Jim, how good was Reece Oxford after his performance against Arsenal, playing centre mid, pocketing Mesut Ozil? Surely he must have loved that. Charlie's a big West Ham fan listening in Middlesbrough.
Yeah, it was a great game, great start for me as a manager to beat Arsenal away 2-0, and we put Reece Oxford because somebody got injured, I think, and we put Reece, who was 17 there, as a holding midfielder to mark Mesut Ozil mostly, and he done a great job. We won the game, and he was a great potential. Very similar to Declan Rice, who came on 1 year after, but Declan and the people around Declan were more focused and only and absolutely on football, and you can see that how he developed the career.
Can I ask you, Slaven, as a manager? I mean, you've been fired from jobs, and a lot of this game that's coming up this week, tonight, is going to be billed as El Sakiko because you've got two managers that are in it. Do you know it's coming? Do you feel it's coming as a manager when you're sat there, the crowd are not going the way you want them to go, the owner starts to communicate with you in a certain way? Do you know it's coming? When you lost your job at West Ham or West Brom or Watford, did you feel it coming? Or are you just oblivious to it and you're arse up, head down?
Yeah, because it doesn't come out of the blue, It starts, the media. You are also the member of the media, the media. And when they start, you know what I mean?
It's not
when they start,
well said, Slaven.
It's not easy to get out of there.
Yeah.
Because after that, when it starts, once it's opened, that can or Pandora's box, once it's opened, it's very difficult to stop it. Mm-hmm. You need run of games, run of wins.
How does it affect your
to
thinking?
Erase it and to somebody else to come on that position? But once it's open, and you win a couple of games and all that, and you think I'm okay now, but then it comes.
How does it affect your thinking when you hear the noise? You start to feel it.
You are a human being, It affects you, of course. You lose a little bit of confidence and everything, but then it's down to your personality. It's down to the people around you. It's down to your staff. And it's down to the players. It's very different if you build. It can't save you, but it can give you another couple of weeks, which nowadays can be crucial. If you have a good relationship it's impossible to have a great relationship with all of the players, but you can have a really honest and good relationship with the main players, and they can save you.
You have to be very strong with the media. We listened to Gary O'Neill last week, who seemed to be very defeatist about his current role at Wolves, almost as if it'll be what it be. Do you have to be doubly strong, even more strong in your representation of yourself?
Of course you have to be, but I'm saying it's not easy, and for me personally, it's the people who are successful in football, they don't like to praise themselves. You let it to the others. You want others. You want the others. You want the results. You want the media or the people around. So you want somebody else to praise you. Because you can't go and say, look, I am great, I'm this, and that.
Yeah. Sam Allardyce did that.
But very few of them are like that. Very few.
Do you protect
even the top ones?
Do you protect, Slaven? Do you protect your players? Because there's certain managers, as Russell Martin's been quite critical of his players, and Gary O'Neill has been really, really protective of his players. What's your stance in that moment? Obviously, you're looking for characters and personalities in the dressing room, but do you protect your players?
Those sayings or those words from like 50, 100 years ago are still there, and they are still important. So whatever happens in in the dressing room, he stays in the dressing room. 4 in the dressing room, of course, you have to be like violent and that. It's got to be a bit of theater also, you know what I mean, to get the impact, you know. And it's also different. Some players you can slaughter in front of all the players, some players you can't, some players it's got to be individual or whatever, blah, blah. But outside you can say, you can't point out, you can't make Pedro, you know what I mean. You can't blame the player for everything or whatever. But at the end of the day, you got to be clear. You can say that your team was not good enough today. You have to say that openly, but to point out the players, you are doing that behind the closed doors.
Slaven, you defined what the West Ham way is to us a short time ago. As far as Lopetegui's West Ham is concerned, can you see what he's trying to do?
He's still trying to be organized. You know, I don't agree that now he wants only to play football. No. Lopetegui is also known to be a very organized manager who likes to play also. But for me, what they're trying to do is that they want to be solid, but keeping a ball a little bit longer or better, not to be that necessarily direct, when not to rely only on counterattacks.
Yeah,
which is for me very good tactically. But his problem is also that a lot of new players came. So he came as a new manager. A lot of new players, big players came. They changed the centre backs. They spent big money on centre backs. Now the centre backs, they are ball playing ones. They
Mavropanos and Kilman,
yeah. And Todibo, they are ball playing centre backs. So it's not easy. It takes time to gel. It takes time for the new players to gel in London, West Ham way, and all that. And sometimes, as a manager, you need a little bit of luck. My start in the first season was first 3 away games were Arsenal away, Liverpool away, and Man City away. We won 3 of them. It wasn't only that we played good. You know what I mean?
We're lucky.
Yeah.
If Sanchez or Ezil had, that day, like, they could have scored a screamer, and it could be different. So they didn't have that little bit.
Is it too soon to judge Lopetegui, Slaven? Is it too soon for us to judge him?
Yeah, it's too soon. Too soon. But unfortunately for him or whoever, they
don't have time.
We spoke about my time at Watford.
Yeah.
We spoke about my time at West Brom in the Premier League when we didn't invest nothing.
Sure.
But all I'm saying is everything needs time.
Do you think he's been mischaracterised? Because a lot of West Ham fans wanted something different to David Moyes. They wanted attacking football. I don't think Lopetegui was an attacking manager. I think he's a pragmatic manager that is a bit more balanced towards what West Ham wants. Exactly. But he's not all the way, is he?
The problem, I agree with you. I think the same. But the West Ham spend a lot of money, and really on paper, when you look at the team on paper, up front, when you have Bowen's got 15-20 goals in him. You have Kudus,
good player,
player, attractive player who also likes to assist and score goals. He's got 50. They bought Fulkrug.
He's been injured.
From Dom. Unfortunately, he got injured. So when you see those players, and when you see Paqueta, and when you see ball playing centre backs, and when you see we are not bad there, you know what I mean? It's all there.
Yeah.
This is the year.
Come on, Slaven. This is what we want.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.